West Valencia is the next territory to unlock in Black Desert Mobile. With this new territory comes great rewards and new locations to farm. In this video, I'm going to cover every location in West Valencia as well as some quick first tips for the locations. I've calculated every repeatable quest as well as all silver drops per location. I did this to determine where the best places are to farm by these factors. If you're interested in hearing more, stay tuned. If this is your first time on my channel, be sure to check out the description down below for additional badass Black Desert Mobile content. You won't be disappointed. And with that being said, let's dive right in. Up first, we're going to take a look at West Valencia, each location, what the CP requirements will be. In my opinion, West Valencia will unlock in the next 1 to 2 updates, as a lot of people, even free-to-play players, are able to hit the CP requirements for the beginner locations. One side note, I didn't name the locations. I labeled them 1 through 15. I will show you directly which ones I'm talking about when we get to those specific locations, but whenever I do translations, they always come over incorrect. The first locations that we're going to take a look at are the first 3 on the bottom left. These 3 locations are going to be the first 3 you enter when you go into West Valencia. They are the lowest CP requirements and the lowest CP mobs. First is a repeatable quest. There is 2 repeatable quests for this territory. Both are pick upable at the 3rd location, so not the 1st or 2nd, that 3rd one down there. You can pick those 2 up and then do them at any of the 3 locations. It does offer dark energy, condensed dark energy for the 1, and then it offers 6 grand black stones, 222,000 silver, and experience for the other. And that's relatively the theme for the repeatable quest. There is a couple that are a little bit varying. As far as each specific location, the first location does have a 5400 CP recommended. It does have item level 171 with a loot box 10 yellow. You can see the rewards there. It does drop event items. It has a chance to drop red gear. I do want to note, the drops for these locations, because this is not global, are not going to be accurate. What will be accurate is a loot level of 171, the yellow box 10, the 5400 CP mobs. Everything else but what drops in those locations is going to be accurate. All 3 of those locations are 171 loot level. They are all 5400 CP recommended. If you're going to be farming or even doing the main storyline quests when you get here, I recommend going to the 3rd location, picking up the 2 repeatable quests. You can complete these at any of the 3 locations. The next 3 locations you can find to the right of the town. There is a town dividing the first 3 and the second 3 locations. It does have a loot box orange 1. It does say 6100 CP on the map. For its repeatable quest, it is 5,000 kill quest. It is the same for the first 3 kill 5,000 mobs. The difference is it gives you a little bit more grandstones and fragments, as well as a little bit more experience and a lot of contribution experience. You can see 1,000 there, so that is a lot. All of them give a decent amount of contribution experience, so that's going to be great for leveling up your farm. Each location, once you're inside this tab, it says 6,500 CP recommended. It is a loot level of 249 with an orange box 1. Again, for the drops, we're not going to focus on those because they're not going to be 100% accurate. The second location is also 6,500. Same loot levels, 249 and an orange box 1. And then the 3rd location is identical as well at 6,500 with a loot level 249 and an orange box 1. Again, with the repeatable quest, you have to pick up the repeatable quest at the 3rd location, and then you can go back to the first 2 and either farm or do your main storyline quest. The next location sits all by himself. He is right above the other 3 locations and right before that next town. It is a loot level box of 3. Same repeatable quest as the previous 3, just gives a little bit more experience and silver and contribution. It does have the same amount of black stones and dark energy. It does say that a 7,000 CP recommended for this location, a loot level of 308, and the box is level 3. Those 2 repeatable quests can be picked up at that specific location, as it is a lone wolf. The next 2 locations on the path can be found right after the town. They are not the ones that say 10,000 CP, they're the ones right below that at 7,000 CP. The repeatable quests are something to pay attention with these 2 territories. These repeatable quests can be picked up at the 1st location, not the 2nd one. And what you want to pay attention to is the rewards are relatively the same. They're a little higher because it is a hard territory. However, you only have to kill 2,500 mobs instead of killing 5,000 mobs. So you can get 2 of those quests done in the same time you can get 1 of the other quests done in the first 2 locations that I talked about. For the drops for the specific locations, the first one's offering 7,500 CP recommended, loot level of 330, and orange box 4. And the same thing for the second location. as far as the required CP and the loot level drops. The next locations I'm going to talk about are in the top left. They're all kind of bunched up together up there, 7,500 CP to 9,050 CP. The first location I'm going to talk about is that first one right down there in the bottom left. It says 7,500 CP on the map, but 6,500 CP recommended in here. It doesn't drop anything very good. This first location is not recommended to farm. However, the silver drop for this location is still very high compared to the other locations. I'll talk about the silver drops per locations here in a moment. That place doesn't also have any repeatable quests. The second two locations do have repeatable quests. The first one offers 6 of each of the Grand Blackstones. The second one offers 7 of each of the Grand Blackstones. So I recommend going to the second of those two locations, the second orange loot level 6 box there, orange one on the top left. Go to that location, pick up the repeatable quest because it offers slightly better rewards, and that repeatable quest can actually be done in both of those two locations. As far as what those locations drop, the first one does have 8,000 CP recommended, a loot level of 381, and an orange box 6. The second location has the same as well, 8,000 CP, loot level 381, and an orange box 6. But again, you want to pick up the repeatable quest at the second location instead of the first one because it offers better rewards, experience, silver, everything. I do want to note that these locations don't have 2 repeatable quests. They don't have the condensed dark energy one. They only have the one that offers the Grand Blackstones. The fourth location in the top left up there, the 9,050 recommended one, that is for the repeatable quest. It's relatively the same. It doesn't have a condensed dark energy one. It's 16 Grand Blackstones in total, as you can see in the top left up there. And then for the individual territory itself, it does say 9,500 CP recommended, loot level box of 540, and an orange box 10. The last two territories are the heavy hitters. These are that 10,000 CP recommended in the top right. They do have the chance to drop that red chest for loot level, so that is going to be some nice drops at level 615. Now it does say 10,500 CP recommended up here. Both of these territories are the same as far as, recommended CP and loot level. The repeatable quest has to be picked up at the second of the two locations. There's only one. There's not the condensed dark energy. It does offer 20 Grand Blackstones and 810 Lightstone fragments. All right, let's take a look at where you can teleport to. For the first three locations, you can only teleport at the third location. The same thing is true for the second 3 of the locations on the bottom right down there. You can only teleport to the third one as well. For the rest of them, you can pretty much teleport anywhere you want to. All right, that covers each location, the drops per location, and the CP requirement per location. I did not cover the silver drops per each location. So let's do that and take a little bit of a recap. So for the first 3 locations, 1, 2, and 3 at the top there, those are the 5,400 CP, loot level 171. They do drop a silver item that you can sell individually for 729 silver. The repeatable quest does have to be picked up at the third of those 3 locations, and it can be done at any of them. It is a 5,000 kill quest. It does offer some decent rewards for repeatable quests. The second of the 3 locations is 6,500 CP. The loot level box does go up to 249, so it goes up, like 80 loot level. The silver per item drops only up 100 at 829. The repeatable quest again has to be picked up at that third location, and a 5,000 mob kill quest. The third spot there is that one that's by itself at 7,000 CP required or recommended, 308 loot level, 866 silver per item sold. It does have 2 repeatable quests located at that location. The next 2 are the 7,500 CP, 8 and 9, 330 loot level. The silver per item that drops from these locations goes all the way up to 2,200, so there is a pretty drastic jump there. And the repeatable quest is only 2,500, so it offers better rewards. So it's looking like spot 8 and 9, the 7,500 CP recommended areas, are going to be very lucrative to farm with the silver drops and with the repeatable quest. The next 3 locations, the 6,500 location doesn't have a repeatable quest. It does have a silver drop item of 2,000 silver. I do not recommend farming in this location. No repeatable quest. Just get your main storyline quest done and then move on to the next 2, number 11 and 12. They are 8,000 CP recommended, loot level of 381. The silver per item dropped is 2,000. The repeatable quests can be picked up at each of the individual locations, but remember 12 is offering 14 grand black stones and number 11 is only offering 12. So you want to make sure you pick up the repeatable quest at the second of those two 8,000 CP locations. Number 13 is 9,500 CP, silver per item drops 3,400, loot level of 540. And then number 14 and 15, those big ones, the silver per item drop down there is 5,400 for each of those locations. That covers everything for this video. I hope this helps you guys out when this launches. It is coming soon. This is going to be the next territory. You're definitely going to want to make sure you know where to farm. I hope this helps you guys out. And if it has, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. And with that being said, I will see you next time.